Welcome everyone to Price Action Live at Traders Pulse for August 28th, 2025. I'm one of your traders, Tom Hartman, alongside the fearless and peerless Mike Christensen, co-founder and CSO of Traders Pulse. Up to 4 days a week at Price Action Live, we trade in front of you using the advanced trade execution engine known as Traders Pulse, the epic software that upgrades your trading. Whether trading stocks, futures, options, or crypto, Traders Pulse is a must. Today we're trading prop firm accounts on this day of GDP and initial jobless claims, where we had, what was this? Initial jobless claims came in at, continuous jobless claims came at 1.954, which was better than expected. GDP came in at a surprising 3.3%, which is even higher than the 3% forecast and higher than the previous number of negative 0.5. And then we had initial jobless claims at 229, also lower than forecast and previous. So the market understandably sees that as, well, so I would say understandably sees it as bullish, but usually bad news is what moves the market up. Oh no, Fed cuts are already basically planned. Don't worry about that. The Fed doesn't need to be convinced. Liquidity supposedly will be coming to the market.
Yeah, 85.3% chance of a cut on September 17th.
It came down from 96.
It did.
That's surprising. All right. Well, we're getting some, there was some interesting price action last night because I've been following this technique of following these 15-minute VWAP levels as the price bounced between them. But for the first part of the night, I guess up until 10 p.m. or something like that, there were no levels. All the levels had been cleared, which was an interesting experience. I hadn't seen that on the chart before. So yeah, by the time we got over here to 8 p.m. actually it was, all the levels had already been cleared, so the prices drifted up to the daily unmitigated level here. And then once it got there, boom, now we're off to races. And we had price moving between these levels, which is pretty fun. So I was able to stair step it and ride it up and down, all the way to today. So I'm expecting a higher high this morning, but I'm going to let the chart tell me what's going to happen. Do you have a bias for the day?
I think we're going to start bullish. On the 2 hour, we're showing confirmation that the 23,600 level is an area of support that was previously resistance. I also had a fun little trading session for the Nvidia report, which did beat on earnings, but there was an immediate sell-off. So obviously, while the report was promising, we beat on earnings, beat on revenue. The market had analyzed the quarterly report and decided that it still wasn't enough revenue. So that pulled back in the overnight, but then reclaimed all of that pullback overnight. And we're back to this resistance zone again. So I think I'm bullish initially. We could see a higher candle print right from the open, but ultimately I'm a little concerned that this is a larger retrace on the 2 hour chart. I've got the 0618 line at effectively 23,670, and R1 happens to be around 23,701. So I think we could push a little higher, but resistance is likely to show up here. And then ultimately we could see an entire move down to S1, which is down at 23,360. So that's lining up with what the options market is expecting as well. The expected move is about 1% today, with an upper price at 23,802 and a lower price of 23,329. Implied volatility also rose to 28% this morning. So that is interesting to see because the overnight session was so smooth and stable and bullish. So we'll have to keep an eye on how price action forms this morning.
We are on my chart here above the weekly VWAP, and we sort of had this. I don't know how you if you see this as a cup and handle here, this move over here. and then preparing for this breakout. And essentially, we've been hammering this level here at around 23.6. And if we're going to be breaking out from there now, I can expect for today, the next level I'm targeting on the bullish side is 23.712 on the 15-minute. And until I see anything differently, like that's what I'm going to be aiming for, especially since I don't have any other levels. I do have some levels on the downside here on the 1 minute. So when I'm ready to short, it will be towards 23.639. But until this trend turns red, I'm going to be long.
Got it. So we're pretty much expecting the same move, and 23.7 is my R1 line.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
It could go as high as 23.8. That's what the options market is expecting. 23.802. Lower bound is 23.329.
I can confidently say trading with you, Mike, has made me better. I can't believe it. I thought my jealousy and anxiety would cause me to revenge trade or try to chase or what have you, but it's actually been a harmonious experience, and I'm actually better and better and better at it.
Glad to hear it. Well, I definitely can say the same. I'm paying attention to a few metrics that I wasn't before you and I started trading together. Dollar being one of them. I've added that to my 2-hour chart, and I'm noticing in the overnight, or at least for the last day and a half here now, we've got a downward move in the dollar, which should correlate to an upward move in the NASDAQ. While I'm saying that out loud, though, I'm noticing that the correlation coefficient has actually moved to neutral or uncorrelated. So I do want to pay attention to that movement as well. Typically, I want to see the correlation coefficient move to extremes of positively or negatively correlated, but right now we're right in the middle.
Yeah, that's it's nice to see the dollar move back down to the bottom of its consolidation range over here. But I'm just sort of like, I guess I'm nervous about this because whenever the price moves sideways, this is something I had to learn from the hard way. I think, the price moving sideways means nothing is happening. No. Corrections happen in time as well as in price. And so once it goes sideways enough, then either all the sell side orders or the buy side orders, or not orders, but buyers or sellers are done. They get exhausted. And then you get a big move on the other direction. That's why these bull flags, that's why these pennants work the way that they do. The correction in time is what counts just as much as the price moving down. And so that means we're probably going to have one hell of a break at some point on the dollar. And it could be massively down or massively up. And both of those, like a volatile dollar, is not a good life, like an environment to be in, just as a person. Even though it might be interesting for markets, we can make money there. So I'm always sort of like, this the part of me was like, I like the market moves. And then the other part of me going, but I want, people to feel good and the economy to do well.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes those two things are at odds. All right, so we have 5 minutes.
It's okay, Tom. We're just trading paper accounts here. We're not hurting the economy, right?
Right, we're providing liquidity. This Sunday, folks, I will be doing a mini price action live on Discord. For those of you guys who are on Discord and you want to sort of chime in and you want to sort of participate, when futures open Sunday at 6 p.m., I'll be on the Discord server. So head over to the Traders Pulse website, click on the Discord link and the footer, and you can attend the event.
All right, 5 minutes to the open.
I promised to pass an eval account, a fresh eval account. One
Get
trade.
it.
Just nail it.
So should I lay out my my Nvidia move yesterday?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me pull up the right account here so you can see my entries and exits. Yeah, this is it. Where are my executions? That's weird. Oh, that's right. TradingView clears out the history of your trades after the end of the session, but effectively, I was on the 1 minute chart after the bell yesterday and put on 5 in Q at 15:18 or at 4:18 Eastern, and waited for the report to drop for Nvidia. And right at 4:20, they dropped the report. It took a minute for the algorithms to notice, but it flashed upward by 61 points almost immediately. It was like less than just a second. So my trade went from 0 P&L to 3,400 P&L instantly, and I sold out at that moment in just one account, by the way. I just wanted to play around with whether or not there was some positive news on Nvidia, and ultimately there was for a second. But I saw the selling pressure show up immediately, and I was like, I got to get out. But taking the other side of that trade would have been fascinating because it was down 250 points in less than 1 minute. And that would have been a very, very fun trade. As we started to calculate that could have helped me pass the account and then some, because a move like that, especially on 5NQ for 250 points, is 25K in profit. I would have been well over the profit target.
Oh man. Oh, I should have exited the position at the top. Why didn't I?
But that's what happens when the largest component of the NASDAQ reports earnings.
14% weighted.
Yeah.
Bananas.
It moves the NASDAQ. It is a huge piece of the NASDAQ.
Damn it. I should have exited at the top there. Oh well, I made a few dollars.
Wait, did you already put a trade on?
I was already in a trade from the overnight.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, interestingly, my chart is showing here that sellers stepped in right below my 0618 line on the 2-hour chart.
That's right. Yeah, at 23,650. That's where my sellers came in. I got a sell signal. I just didn't think to take it. And now we're likely to go down to even all the way to 23,593. Do I want to short here? Nah. I'm already up for the day. God, I don't want to give back. I don't want to give back everything.
Oh, excuse me.
Ah, man. I should have shorted. My rules say I should have shorted over there. Is the when the trend gets once this bull trend narrows, over here it's like a bigger block, and then over here it's a smaller block. That, and then you get the slowing of the momentum with the H's. That's usually a sell signal. I did not take it.
So yesterday's price action was pretty fascinating as well. This roller coaster up and down was a ride for anybody who kept catching the bounce on the weekly VWAP. I hope you enjoyed that little run each time.
Long live VWAP.
All hail the king of all indicators.
All right, 20 seconds. Are you planning on entering a move here, or are you waiting?
Well, I'm going to wait and follow my rules here. We'll wait a few minutes from the open, see how things start to form. I think I have my move for the day, so I might go long temporarily and then be looking to get short if we head to R1 and there's any kind of selling pressure at that point.
Oof, I have a sell line that just paid at 23,646, but don't rush into it, Tom. Ah, beautiful.
Hey, Tom, I think you might need to turn up your mic just a little bit.
Sure. right, let's put it closer.
Very bullish opening candle.
Yeah.
Up 45 points already. Wow.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
headed towards the...
This is getting to the target a lot faster than I expected.
Yeah, I should have expected it. I got chickened out.
Good morning, Chris. Thanks for joining us. Okay, there's R1.
All right, so I'm going to enter a short.
So I didn't participate in that little move there. Wow, very
Wow,
bullish.
it's going straight to 23.8. Oh my God.
Man, the options market is just always so helpful. They were expecting you're going to short from here.
Yeah, and then with a tight stop. And if it clears, well then I'm out. Oh God, still going.
Goodness, that is some buying pressure.
Well, looks like Tommy Boy's could get stopped out.
So up 100 points in the first candle from the open. Incredible first move here. I'm also going to try to short from here. Good for 20 points. Classic mistake here. If you want to trade, you got to enable your strategies on Traders Post.
That's right.
Let's get this working again here. That might have actually saved me a little bit. Oh yeah, I can get a little bit better of an entry price here.
My alerts are not activating. Well, I'm having an issue with my TradingView alerts. They are not turning on or off.
Same. Whenever there's congestion like this, I can almost feel where there's a bunch of orders or alerts taking place. And it's when there's congestion like that with the TradingView alerts. So you know you're participating with the rest of the market when that happens.
Okay, I'll turn it back on. All right, you're in a short as well?
I am short as well into a small micro scalp. So just one micro being taken at the moment. We're going to just get our feet wet, and then I'll start to build up a position once we get a little bit more confirmation and candles start to form a little bit more. I think the expectation was that we could move all the way to 23.8. And so I want to see if we're going to move to that level as well. This could be, the first trade could be a loss.
Yeah, mine's likely to be. Oh, wow.
Okay, stop hit. So down 47. We got a little bit of a ways to R2 here. I want to keep an eye on this trend from the open. We're at the top end. It really should pull back. I'm going to actually give this one another try.
Yeah, I just got a mini sell signal, so.
And this is why I use the micros to get started with this price action. I don't want to jump right into a mini and risk hundreds of dollars on one trade. Okay, so we see where VWAP is starting to form, which is effectively now at R1. So the question is, do we continue here to R2, or is this the reversal from R1? We're a little bit past the 0618 now on the 2-hour chart. It's definitely a very bullish candle. I want to respect that that buying pressure. So this is going to be a short-term scalp to the downside, but there again, I could be wrong for the second trade here.
Right. Well, we have still 9 minutes left on the 50-minute candle, so plenty of story here. We're clearly in the wick.
Yep.
So let's see how that goes. Okay, well, I'm in
Okay,
profit for my short.
same. I just took profits on that second scalp. We're starting to push below VWAP. I like that. Right at the R1. I think I'm going to start preparing my all accounts strategy, and we'll get a short position established.
Oh, really? You think this is the beginning of a trend?
If R1 looks confirmed here, then yeah, I would expect a push down to 23.6 again. And if we can break that level, then it confirms this as resistance, actually, even though it temporarily looks like support, which supports the move down to 23.6 after that. Given the options market expectation of a 1% move today, it could go either side.
Well, currently, until this 50-minute candle closes, I wouldn't be. I can't believe I got out of that short with some money.
Yeah, I'm not
I
ready
would
to build it just yet.
Yeah, but I would only currently build it from 23,646 because that to me is bullish. Sorry, that to me is the floor. But in 9 minutes, when the 50-minute candle closes, we might be exactly at the right short price. So it could be right that you're to enter a short here at 23.7. Wow. What do I want to do here? Keep my money. That's the.
I want to keep my money.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Wow. And it continues. So funny. Now that I look at the Nasdaq I feel like the Nasdaq is an old friend, Mike. I feel like I'm understanding it now. It feels actually. I thought Bitcoin with the price moves, like how big the price can move, was more exciting, but that moves like over time, over a day or a week or whatever. At Nasdaq, you can have a whole lot of fun in 15 minutes.
Yes, for sure. Especially when ATR is this high. This is when things get pretty fun. All right, wrong twice. Right once, down 54.
Right. Yeah, we really got to wait for this 15-minute
Yeah,
candle.
we're going to wait for this to form. All right, so maybe we do see the move to R2. So now I'm going to see if getting long makes more sense.
To me, it's how close we close to the how close the 50-minute closes to the 50-minute VWAP. I can't believe I'm saying that. If it's dead on it, if it's too close to it, I short. If we're above it, I go long. And if I miss the move, well, I missed the move. I'll tell you, I wish I held my long from 23.6.
No kidding.
It's just so hard to hold those positions from the overnight because then if the news comes out and you get whipsawed, you could be totally right in direction and then completely screwed. Here. 5 minutes left. To the close of the 15-minute candle. Will we see bulls win? Will we see bears win? Find out next time on 15-minute candle.
All right, we're starting to form a candle above VWAP now. I want to see if we can get a full candle close here in the next 38 seconds on the 1 minute chart.
The fearless Mike.
I'm just going to try the little micro scalp here.
Yeah.
We'll go long. We're only taking 20 points. And let's see if we can get that back to break even, and I can have a 50% win rate for the day on this approach. We'll see where we go from here. But as we've seen with many of these sessions, it is choppy from the open, and then a trend will finally form, or roller coaster for the rest of the day, as we saw yesterday.
Yeah. So far, we've been seeing like, as of like 10:30, 11 is when the trend really starts to be obvious.
Yeah.
And until then, I just make so many mistakes. Right now, I'm at a 62% win rate for the day. So I sort of want to stay a C student here.
Okay, so I see the candle close above VWAP, but it seems like it's losing a little momentum. Let's see how price responds to VWAP here.
Yeah, I'm almost ready to open a short.
Yeah, I'm going to take my time here. Just playing with the scalp trades, not putting a ton of risk on until it seems like the signal is much clearer about where we're going for the session.
Yeah, so it's in these two candles, the 2 1-minute candles before the end of the 15, that the whole story can change. It can just go all the way. It's just in the last 2 candles. I find it to be fascinating. Okay.
There we go. That's looking more bullish.
Yeah, but I still gotta wait 1 minute. 2 minutes. Better to miss the trade, Tom. Peter gave me such grief for how bad I felt for missing that trade yesterday. He called me all the names in the book. I will not complain.
Thanks, Peter.
Right, 43.
Okay, new candle forming above VWAP again, looking maybe bullish, but we need to print a higher high here now.
Yeah. All right, there's second to last minute.
Are you in a position, Tom?
No.
Just waiting.
Yeah.
Okay.
This oscillation around the this R1 to you, right? Yeah. It's too suspicious.
Let me tell you something. You're suspect. All right. 16 more minutes on this current 2-hour candle. And we'll see how we start to open from there. All right. This back and forth is starting to kill me here. This will be the fourth wrong trade if this one turns against me.
Yeah, it's too well.
We're losing steam on the upside here on this long. So we're just going to dance around VWAP a little bit.
I'm almost ready to short this. Oh, am I going to miss it?
Okay, I took... I got stopped out there on that trade. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the long. I'm back to the other side again. But now I want to see a breakout from the low candle here. So I would want to wait for 23,680.
Well, I took a short. It might be.
You took a short.
It might be too early. I just FOMO'd into it. I didn't want to wait to 10 seconds.
Yeah, possibly. It's definitely feeling a little sideways here. I want to see a breakout from this price action first.
Let's put my stop right at 23,730. 729. All right, let's see. I'm aiming for 23,646.
646. All right, that's a quick move.
All right, there we go. for the 1 minute candle to finish. Put my stop loss at 23.7. All right. Do I want to just take profits here? Yeah, I'm done. All right, I'm taking my. I think it still goes lower, but I'm happy with that move.
Man, the buyers just do not want to give up here. Okay, so
if the price comes back to 23.7, I'm shorting again.
Okay. That feels right. I mean, we need to kind of close below VWAP here, and then a short starts to make a whole lot more sense.
Oh yeah, this is. I just want to get back into a short right now. Come on, Tom. Follow your rules. Well, I didn't follow my rule for the exit. I should have waited to 23.6, but whatever. Okay, L forming, which means I should get my pullback. Are you in a long or a short?
I'm in a short.
Short, yeah. I hope your stop is above 23.707.
I don't have a fixed stop at the moment.
Okay. God, come on. I'm not going to get that pullback.
All right, so I'm one leg into my short here. And I'm feeling more confident to the downside now from the top candle. I want to see where this candle closes. It's looking like a clean rejection off of R1 now. But we have this 2-hour candle closing in 11 minutes, and then the 15-minute closes in 11 minutes. So I want to keep an eye on where that is in the next 11. So I'm going to slowly try to add to this, but I really want to see where price action shows up in the next few minutes.
All right, I'm FOMOing to my short. I can't handle it. And then I'll just add to it if it pulls back to 23.7. All right, I'm back in my short. 23.705.
You're hoping to... Oh, okay. I got you.
But I'm in a short right now, and then I'm going to add to it. And I'll put my stop at 23.715.
All right. 4 more seconds here. Let's see where this next candle goes. I like it. I like it. This is looking good.
Yeah. Well, I feel pretty confident to 23.646. It's just that because we haven't cleared the 23.707 level at the top, we can always get that big flash pullback and then a fall.
Copy. Okay, so we have a couple of potential hurdles along the way here. 23.617 is a support zone, and we have VWAP at 23.635 as well.
Right. Okay, so if this crosses down to 23.646, I'm going to move my stop to 23.671. Come on, buddy. I'm telling you, man, these 15-minute increments just makes the chart so much clearer. So much clearer for the trend. I just can't believe how steady it is. Okay, so now we're down to 646. So now I move my stop. Now we should get a bounce. We could get a bounce here.
Could get a small bounce off of VWAP.
All right.
But look at that. That's a nice clean down candle on the 15-minute chart. That pushes us down to the 23.6 level. And remember, the expectation was we could potentially go down to 23.3.
Look at that.
Now we're talking.
Beautiful reversal. Look at that. Awesome.
Okay, I got to take profits here.
Even though I think we can go down to VWAP itself at 23.5, but that's just too. Let's wait for the confirmation there.
Yep. So I was kind of expecting a bounce here. This is the overnight support line. I'm expecting a move back up. I'm not quite ready to hold my positions longer yet because I need a little more confirmation. So if we bounce back up and still close below VWAP, I'll probably open one more short. What happened to, what's going on with this? One of these, I think maybe I forgot to add this Apex account to my strategy. It didn't take that trade. Is it not enabled?
Ooh, it's shorting from E.
Oh, so this is a rookie mistake here. I have one of my subscriptions is not set to auto submit, so
No.
it got a bunch of trade notifications, but I didn't approve any of them. So remember to put your subscriptions on auto submit. Let's take a look at this one more time.
We fell to 23.6. We fell to 23.593. So, wow. Look at that 2-hour candle. The wick on that.
Yep.
Ooh, boy.
Wicked off of R1. We didn't even touch R2. And it looks like we might.
Long here.
You want to go long here?
Almost, but we're below EVWAP, so it's like
that's right.
Good.
Below EVWAP. I see the buying pressure, which I was kind of anticipating. So we're right back at my exit line now.
Okay, good thing I did. Oh man, that long would have been nice. Okay, Tom, don't think about what could have been. Yeah, because I do think this whole thing reverses, and we head back to we head up to 23.8. But that's just hope. That's just wishful thinking. So I don't want to do that. If it's going to move all the way back up there, plenty of time to get back into the trade. There we go. I found the thought that'll make me sleep better at night.
Okay, I think I'm going to try the scalping strategy again here. I see the selling pressure, and we could potentially break to one more leg down, and I'd like to participate in that, but not with a ton of risk. I'd like to keep my profits here for the day. The struggle I've been in lately is capturing a good move from the open and then just giving it all back for the rest of the choppy session. So don't want to do that. I hit a pretty decent profit target today, so I'm going to try to keep as much of that as possible.
Yeah, I'm at 933, and I'm just so happy about that. I got to tell you, I really want to go long here.
Yeah, I get it. It's starting to slow a little bit. We didn't print a lower low there, so I probably lost that little scalping trade.
Well, this candle in 30, no, not in 30 seconds, in 6 minutes. What trend will that be? That'll be a bearish trend confirmed. So I should short from 23,646.
Sorry, Tom, having a hard time hearing you.
Oh, really? You can't hear me still? Let me turn up.
You just speak up just a little bit.
Sure. I'm just trying to think here. I'm trying to like front run what the trend, my indicator will say.
Got it.
In 5 minutes. And so if the price moves to, because I'm inclined to go long right now, but the trend will be bearish in 6 minutes. So let me see what price action does.
Yeah, I want to see the close. We got 446 to the end of the 2-hour and 15-minute candle, converging at the same close time. Chris took a trade from 23,695.75 with a 40-point stop. Nice work, my friend. That was a good trade there. 1.5 RR to hit, so you were around 60 points then. Okay, so that just confirmed I think the bullish move potentially to retrace, but then I want to see how we close below VWAP here.
Right.
So temporary upward move may. Yeah, this is why I wanted to wait through this zone here. Didn't really want to be in a trade. This is where I expected some congestion to show up, some consolidation. Do we push back up closer to VWAP at 23,670 and then push down, or do we find one more leg from here?
Some people giving their mortgage payment to the market right now. Don't want to be one of them.
Yeah, don't be one of them. Avoid the chap.
All right, let me just switch my mic. See if
I don't know. This is looking failed there, Tom.
I know. That's yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Coming down.
Oh yeah. It's coming down. All right, we're taking the ride with a little micro scalp.
Brutal.
Okay, we're almost to weekly VWAP. That's the next potential zone where I get a little worried.
For a bounce?
For a bounce.
Yeah.
I may not be able to capture my scalp here. I didn't get in at a very good price. So that failed. New low. Downtrend's looking real strong, but I want to get ready to there's potentially a bounce here once more to the 23,650 level. That's where I get interested. I'm probably going to lose this scalp, unfortunately. And if it does push back up to that zone, that's where I want to start to build a short position, and I'll be out of the scalp by that point anyway.
I agree. Yeah. Right now, I'm thinking 23,636 is where, or even 23,630 is where I'm going to enter again. But I don't know.
Okay, so the scalp was a bad move, although now it's turning in my favor. Awesome. This is how you know that a trend is forming. One strategy is going to stop working, and the other ones should be working great. So I obviously got out of my short position too soon at 23,624. I had a great position already established there, and it would be good for about 100 points at this point. I've tried to scalp around this price action, and it's failing because there's a trend forming, and I should be in this short still.
Yep. You and me both.
Once again, I have showed up to the market with analysis on where I think price is going to go, and I'm not in the right position. All right, so let me try to correct my errors here. I'm really hoping to see a bounce here up to the top of this regression trend so I can start to form another short position. I can't short from here.
Yeah, it's too FOMO.
It's too FOMO.
All right, 30 seconds for the close of this candle for me.
$18. Here it goes again, trying to bounce. This is what we wanted to see. Get rid of the chop scalp lines. I'm going to try 635 as one leg. Although it seems to be rejecting off of the AEMA right here. Let's see if we can get it a little bit higher. I don't know about you. I just saw some congestion again on TradingView's indicators or alerts.
I'm not suffering the same thing right now, but let's see. I entered into a short.
Did you catch it at 617?
No, I just FOMO'd in right where we are now.
Got it. I'm going to try to wait a little longer here. I'm still hoping that I'm catching it at the top of this regression trend to the downside. We're still below VWAP. Trend is forming to the downside. There's going to be some short-term bounces here, and I'm hoping to capture a better short entry. I think I want to place this a little bit lower at 628 just to get below EVWAP. It's right at the high of these bullish reversal candles.
Give me 1 second, Mike. I'll leave it, go back and see if I can fix the mic.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, just me and you, crowd. All 6 of you. Let's see if we can start to build a short from here. I'm gonna pull it right in right here. That's one leg. We're still below the EVWAP.
All right, now my second leg of the short actually happened.
All right.
Is my mic any better?
Mic is perfect.
Okay, perfect.
All right, we're watching where EVWAP shows up here. I'm in the first leg still. Okay, I'm gonna place my second leg at 651. I'm anticipating we might push up even closer to VWAP here, but then still push back down from there. So that was an interesting bounce right off of the weekly VWAP as well. That's what happened all day yesterday. Weekly VWAP proved to be support, but I'm still anticipating that we could see a much bigger move to the downside, potentially. I'm going to have to be real careful here because it's still a bull market, my friends.
Are you doing the one contract?
Well, it's sized differently across different accounts based on how much drawdown's available. So you can see here with these Apex accounts, one leg might have 3, some are 2, some are 1, just depends. So I try not to think in terms of contracts, but rather legs. This is leg 1.
Just got a mini sell signal on mine. So I'm expecting a pullback. If that does follow through, I wouldn't be surprised to see 562 in short order.
All right, it's looking like EVWAP just is starting to show confirmation of that being the rejection of price. I like the breakdown from here. I'm going to go ahead and add leg 2.
If the trend is going to be downwards today, then I'm going to try to stay in the short and not get out of it. Like,
hold it a little longer.
Yeah, because if I still had my entry at 23.7, like this would be perfect. Although that's like a bad way of thinking about it, because anything could have happened. So I should not be so. I shouldn't have hindsight bias.
Well, price action's helping us so far. I do want to bring my stop a little bit tighter here. Like I said, I don't want to give back all the profit I've already made for the day. So if we're going to push down, we need to push down here on this candle, or at least the next one. Otherwise, this is not the trend I was hoping for. See, that's annoying. I don't like it when buyers do that.
Right, neither. Stop it, buyers.
All right, so that's still sort of an upward move here, which means I got to decide if I'm still confident of a downward trend. Looking at the 2 hour, we're in what should be support to the next leg up, but this has also been an area of rejection in the past. So I feel neutral on it. I'm going to go ahead and take the bet here that I can add one more leg at 649.
That seems dangerous.
It seems dangerous, but we're still below VWAP for the session. EVWAP is not showing us confirmation. So there's the third leg. Now let's just see how it responds to VWAP here.
I got stopped out.
The downward move from the top is still a regression trend of 0.86. So I'm banking on VWAP right now. We're right at the 0618 again on the 2 hour fib retrace. Are we going to see some confirmation of the downside from here? If not, and we push above VWAP, I got to get out and I'm going to have to take my licks for the day.
Right.
Ooh. How much am I willing to pay to find out if I'm right, Tom?
Everything.
Well, I've already given back all my profits for the day. We're kind of coming back into P&L now, but this really needs to prove.
Yeah, I got slack there. Real bad. Lost 33% of my profits for the day.
Ah, bummer. So that last account at the bottom there didn't catch the earlier short, so it's down 470, but the other accounts are basically at break even for the day now.
I see.
Chris says he believes that longs will be in play. We got to bounce off the point of control.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering now. This is the problem when we never cleared that 23,707 level at the top. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That becomes dangerous. So I'm very upset that I didn't pay attention to that. Whatever.
Interesting. So implied move came down quite a bit. IV came down from the options market. Yeah, NQ's pushing. All right, well, I'm going to have to take my licks today.
Yeah.
One more potential. There's the surge. Good Lord. Oh, wait. Hold on a second.
Sell signal. Sell signal. Oh, it's a pullback signal. It's not a real sell one.
I mean, it's already broken out of my regression trend. I'm not happy about that.
Right.
But we don't have a full close above VWAP yet.
On the 15?
On the 1 minute.
Oh, I keep forgetting. You do VWAP and EVWAP.
Correct. Session VWAP is the main dominant indicator. EVWAP is secondary, and then weekly VWAP is also secondary. Interesting. I might be okay here.
Oof.
Maybe. Let's see.
It's right.
I'm just going to sit on my hands. I really want to watch to see where price action shows up around VWAP.
Yeah.
I've been here before where I get out too early and VWAP ends up being confirmation and it rejects off of VWAP. There's a little bit of, fuzziness around VWAP. It's never a perfect signal. Sometimes it'll wick it, but other times I really want to wait to see a full candle close above it on the 1 minute chart. Here we just crossed over it, but no full candle close, and I'm starting to see the sell pressure, which is giving me confidence again that I might be okay.
I still think 23,707 is in the cards.
It's possible.
But that's because I'm in a long right now, so
yeah,
I'm hoping for that. I revenge traded into the other direction after losing $300 on one move.
Gotcha.
Which is very stupid of me. Wow, could go either way. Literally yellow trend for me, middle of the road, any direction.
Yep, I'm seeing the same thing on your trend indicator. And then looking at the 15-minute chart, this is still printing a lower high, but I'm seeing a lower low or higher low as well. So it feels pretty neutral still. Source of truth for me is always where price action shows up around VWAP. So right now it's looking like the market is testing this level, and I just want to see where we go. I'm going to pay potentially a few $100s to find out.
I call.
Some days I just don't like this game, Tom.
Oh, fair. But to me, if it hurts, those are the days I love it.
That's true. All right. It's looking like Chris's analysis and Tom's analysis is proving out. I see the buying pressure. I see a potential for continuation above VWAP. The options market was already expecting a potential move to 23.8. That still could potentially be true. I'm probably on the wrong side of this trade. And unfortunately, this will be a little bit of a hit for me today. Not a great win rate. But I've been doing a little bit better of a job of trying to keep my daily losses tight, around $250 to $350 for the day. And then a big winner day is where I'm hoping for, anywhere between 700 and 1,000.
Right.
On each account.
I'm modestly aiming for a $200 profit for the day. So that's all I want. That's my goal. $200 a day. See if I can do it. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Let's go! Come on, do it!
No. Oh my god!
All I got to do is sit on my hands. This is great.
God, please don't.
Nah, it's not going to give it to me, is it? I'm just banking on luck at this point.
We both are. I should not be in a trade right now.
Okay, so that hammer tells me that the bulls want to potentially step in. I see the resistance now at 23,675. I'll still be ready to pull my stop down to that zone if price action doesn't keep telling me a neutral story.
Mm-hmm. I was going to eat the candle on the next one. Right.
Probably.
When it closes. 30 seconds. We're about to find out.
Yeah, this is a neutral story so far. Let's see if it can break. We need it to really kind of break 23,654 in order to feel like downside has potential, and then 677 is where my stop's going to be placed. I'm going to try to put it right about here for now.
Oh my god, come on. 5 seconds for candle close. Give me the story. 2, 1. Oh, mini bullish trend with a potential pullback to 638. The weakest of bull moves, though. Bull trends.
I'm getting so annoyed, Tom.
I think you could get a pullback to 638, but I would get out of that if you get that.
Fascinating. So the line we're on right now is the session VWAP but we're also on the 2-hour fib retrace, the 0618 retrace, and that is the 23,667 line. This could still be the fib retrace on the higher time frame.
Oh my god.
Still neutral here. Pulling up Tom's indicator, the trend indicator. It's looking like it's starting to print green now for bullish.
Yeah, but it's a super weak grain.
Yeah.
Which is not fun. Itty bitty bullish.
Down about $100 for the day, 150 right here. And I'm still willing to pay the price to see if I'm right about this short.
Oh, come on. Come on. Here's what I want. I want the short to pay off for you while I suffer through my long. You close your short and then the long rockets up. That's the best case scenario here.
Oh, this is rough, Tom. This is rough.
Yep. Two prices pulling it, 23,707 and 23,638. Smack dab in between those two levels.
We're just going to bounce up and down here.
Sideways for 15 minutes. Let's see if that happens.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh, no, 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 no.
For context, I have a fourth leg prepared right below this channel. And I'm going for broke here on that. Because if I'm right and we close below VWAP here, it's going to be a nice move back down to the weekly, and I'll be well positioned finally for the day.
That's true. Lower high and everything. Just ready for that move down.
Oh. That's it. Fourth leg in.
Oh no. You'd have to close below 638 here. Are you going to get it?
Pretty decent selling pressure. We're bouncing off of VWAP.
Here, if we don't bounce here.
Not a fan of the overall downtrend for the day, so this is really kind of a move that really needs to confirm here. 33 seconds for the 1 minute candle. Could potentially be confirmation of a close below VWAP. Let's watch it. I'm at break even at the moment.
There's that bounce at 23,638. That's what I was worried about.
Yep. Right off of EVWAP. But we're still below the session. I might have gotten tricked into that fourth leg.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But it's still anybody's game. It's
okay. So that's a full candle confirmation below VWAP there. Let's see where we go from here.
Yeah. I'm going to give back all my profits, aren't I?
I like the way this is forming.
I know.
That's a pullback to VWAP, potential confirmation below. We've got a potential for a trend to a lower low here for the day. So if we cross the EVWAP as well as the weekly VWAP, the next support zone would be around 512.
Yeah, you're right. Oh my God. Oh, come on. What is happening?
So this is partly why I spend a lot of time on the 1 minute chart. I don't like trading 1 minute in, 1 minute out, but I like to see the signal on the shorter time frame and then build my analysis from the higher time frames. The 1 minute is really what helps me tell the immediate story, though.
Oh my God! If you're gonna fall, just freaking fall already.
You're telling me. I'm still basically at break even for the day. I'd like this trade to actually form. I'm getting annoyed. Let's go, market. Make a move. Did the VIX start to continue to fall? Yeah, it sure did. Okay, so this explains things. We're still in that choppy territory where big moves can't really be expected. We lost the implied volatility from the options market from the open. I don't think I'm going to get a big move to the downside like I'm hoping for today. And unfortunately, that puts me down just a couple $100 for the day. I'm watching where price action goes here now. I still want to see confirmation above VWAP, but I got to get prepared to get out of this position now.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and set my stop at the top of these candles. It'll be a little bit more than 350 or so of loss. This downtrend is starting to lose steam. Uptrend is starting to gain some steam.
Yeah, volume's coming in.
Mm-hmm.
2 hour, the 50-minute candle close. Wait. Yeah. We're 7 minutes in. The 2 hour candle is eating the tail. So headed back up to 745. Let's see.
I'm trying not to get all excited, but I mean, I see the seller still showing up at 667.
The wicks are telling the tail. Water on this position.
How many candles do I have to sit here? I'm 15 minutes in now.
You got to wait another 7 minutes.
For the 15.
Well, yeah, because if that closes, let's say it were to close right now, the bullish trend would be confirmed on the VWAP, my VWAP indicator. But it depends where price is around the 15-minute VWAP. If it stays here around 23,653, it's bearish.
Huh.
Like that. This is what happened over here at the top over here when we had the fall.
Yeah.
It's essentially the same type of pattern. The minimal bearish trend, bullish trend, sideways action, and fall into the candle close.
Right.
That's what I'm worried about here, that it just washes out.
So 7 seconds left on this 1 minute candle below VWAP. It's looking neutral. A little bit of a doji forming there. But it's still a full candle close below. Do I have a chance? I could, in theory, pull my stop down and break even for the whole day. But I'm still willing to pay the price to see if I'm right about this trade.
If I were you, what would I do?
Even if my only objective right now is just to break EVWAP to test the weekly VWAP again, I can still make money on this trade.
Right.
And be done for the day. So it's either break even right now or I pick up 75 points.
I'm too sideways. I got no slant, no bias.
458 left on the 15-minute candle. Let's see where we go. I'm gonna pay the price to see if I'm right.
All the moving averages are starting to turn lower.
This will be one of those sessions where the lesson is sometimes you just have to sit on your damn hands.
That's right. Otherwise known as let Jesus take the wheel.
Hopes and prayers.
I just don't like all these candles. The wicks are telling both stories. I cannot stand that.
But if we're looking at the regression trend from the bottom wick, the uptrend is weakening, the downtrend is strengthening, but they're basically matched right now, 0.68 to 0.69. Peter says in to win it. Exactly, Peter. See, thanks for being on Team Mike here.
Oh no, it's gonna fall. Oh no.
All right, that's the VWAP bounce. We were expecting that, but I want to see if we can break this guy.
Oh, sellers are coming in. Oh,
Almost there.
Oh my God! Come on. Are you kidding me?
Given where volatility is right now, it's going to take so much time to get where I want to go. Where's ATR right now anyway? 39. 2x ATR, so 20.
Oh, about to get stopped out here. Oh, brutal.
Okay, I'm in the green. I'm going to go ahead and pull my stop over to effectively the break-even zone. But I still want to see if we break down to weekly VWAP.
3 minutes left. The candle close.
Great. So I think we found the top of that uptrend.
L, a bounce.
No way.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't know how far the bounce is, but that's rough.
I'm up a little bit here for the day. I could take profits here, but I really am still.
I think it's dangerous.
I think it's dangerous too, but let me see how it responds to the 8 EMA here.
I was just about to close my long for a loss.
I'm not seeing an engulfing candle just yet. And we have 211 left on the 15-minute candle. Ah, shit.
There it is.
That engulfed. Wait, just watch for it. I've got the exit set at the top of this wick.
We were where we were before. Like, we're not in new territory.
I get you.
The candle's about to close in 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, we're not. If I get there, it's going to be luck. I like where profit is right here, but look at that test of VWAP. I just want you to break.
It looks like it wants to too. But at this point, I'm the most bullish I've been in this 15-minute block.
Yeah. The downtrend is improving from that top wick, 0.77 now. I really kind of want to hang on to this.
Yeah, because that could waterfall real bad. Oh my God.
1 minute left on the 15-minute candle. I'm gonna just go ahead and pay for this candle.
It's testing.
47 seconds.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'll put my stop back at the top of these two candles. That wins me $100 on the day. At least I didn't take a huge loss. I'm good with that. But in 29 seconds here, I'm going to see if I can take this all the way to weekly VWAP. I'm exhausted, Tom.
It's brutal. I mean, Jesus.
All right, we're effectively at break even for the open on NQ. 2 points above open price. If this pushes down from here, it pushes us into red territory for the day.
This is bearish. Oh, come on. It closed bearish. What do I do? Do I take my loss now? Oh, man.
Ugh. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take from here. I'm too annoyed. It's not moving where I want it to move. Oh, that's EVWAP. I took a few hundred in profit on each account. I think I'm good with that. Pulled out of that loss.
I'm still going to lose. I'm still going to lose. I don't know how much to risk here.
Probably got out too early, but let's see. We already started the next 15-minute candle, and it still feels like the buyers are trying to step in.
Yeah, it can go to 23,648 now. The thing is, we're coming at that price from underneath, which is usually not what I like to be.
Yeah.
This usually means we're gonna fall. In fact, this is sort of like that previous. Remember this, the one before I was saying, the one at let me show you over here. So green till yellow,
Yep.
and then it falls in here. That's sort of like what's happening here. God, can I get out without losing anything? All right, well, we can end it here. We can leave my suffering for my private self.
Fair. It's so annoying, Tom. It's supposed to trend. I hate this choppy nonsense. We needed the payoff for the session here. That move to the weekly VWAP would have been so much fun. All right, it was a good choice to get out here. That's bouncing right off of the VWAP. It's heading back to session. Too choppy for me today. Not moving enough. Expected move came down, so we'll try again tomorrow. I'll probably do a few more scalps out today. Maybe pick up $40 here and there, and then we'll see where tomorrow goes. Tomorrow is Friday, and according to Mr. Market, Friday has an expected move of 0.81%, implied volatility at 20%. So maybe we see a little more price action tomorrow.
Awesome. Perfect, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to get notified of the next time we go live, which is every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, in order to trade with Traders Posts across multiple accounts using the best software known to man. But for now, as always, we'll wish you happy trading.
Cheers, everyone. Look at that bounce.
And I'm in it.